Right, so we are starting up in the second game here. It's Mankeyz versus Hashe. Mankeyz mentioning he's devoted his life to finding different ways to 4-gate. Very interesting, using a proxy 4-gate there on Shakira's Plateau. Hashe not really scouting out too well, didn't even really know where Mankeyz was. Built the proxy factory to do some scouting, but not really able to take advantage of that. We are going to Lost Temple, as selected by Hashe. He is the pink Terran spawning in the southern position here, and in the noon position we have Mankeyz, the teal Protoss, up 1-0 over Hashe right now. Very light colors. This is the very ice cream-ish color choices from both players. So pretty cool to see as we are basically in the finals. This is the finals of the Gosu Gamers Holiday Special, the North American qualifiers. So 4 players have seeded through. We have Hydra as well as Moman, the Zerg player. So both Zerg seeding through. Mankeyz and Hashe also seeding through to Sunday, December 26th, where the grand finals will take place against the 4 players from the European seed, which takes place tomorrow. So everybody tune back in tomorrow, Thursday afternoon, for the European qualifier. So looking forward to having that as well. We're going to cast all those matches the same way up. And just be really, really cool about it. So yeah, so please tune back in Thursday and on Sunday the 26th. Looking forward to have everybody in there. As this is the we're really winding down here. This is kind of the last game. This is Iced from the Gosu Gamers TV crew, and saying thank you guys all, obviously, for tuning in. Love having you guys all watch the stream. Hopefully the quality was okay. I know it was skipping a little bit earlier on, so hopefully it's evened out for everybody now. And yeah, we're having a ton of fun doing this, and special thanks to all the Gosu Gamers guys who organized all of this and put up the prize pool. So pretty awesome to see. As Mankeyz is not getting gonna go fast Nexus. No? Yeah? Yeah? No? Yeah? Fast Nexus it is. Mankeyz, Pylon Nexus, Nexus on 16 there. Not even cutting probe production, continuing to produce probes during that time, so really solid. Not even scouting as well. You can see this is his first scout, so he doesn't really know the location of Hashe, but doesn't really matter. Hashe is going to scout the eastern position, and he is going to basically poke up into the top there and scout out Mankeyz. Mankeyz doing a good job of getting his gas started right now. Hashe getting his his gas started, as well as his orbital command up. Tech lab add-on there. And his second supply depot, all nicely tucked into his base there. So looks like he's going to get a Marine at the ramp, going to try to repel the probe as it touches the watchtower and passes by. Hashe is like, what the hell? There's a Nexus down here. Hashe does not scout up the ramp. He just sees the Nexus and backs off. I don't know if he's going to try to put pressure down there. Zealot is not in production just yet. Marauder and Concussive Shell is in production though, and that will allow Hashe to do some pretty solid damage to this this basis. He will not have a Cybernetics core or even a Stalker anywhere anytime soon, because that Nexus puts you way behind your Cybernetics core timing. So here comes a pretty rock solid push here from Hashe. Marine Marauder primarily is the meet. 3 SCVs are going to meet up there. There is 1 Zealot coming out, but that Concussive Shell is complete, so that will be kited indefinitely. Hashe building another Rex. He's going to pretty much just push them all in here pretty much. Not all in because he's not bringing everything, but he's going to push Monkeys really hard as Bunker's getting set up here. Marine Marauder is in there. I'm going to try to snipe as many of the probes as he can. Probes trying to get us around, making sure they're picking off the Zealot. But ooh, one of the SCVs gets surrounded. The Marauder gets surrounded too. Really good probe micro there from Mankeyz. Cleans up that whole push and doesn't even lose the Zealot. The Zealot does get a kill. The Bunker gets finished, but yeah, will have to be sacked if he can't load it. 2 Stalkers coming onto the high ground. Marauder gets into the bunker. That bunker's not going to be able to stay alive here with the probe harassment that it's under right now. Looks like it, yeah, will fall. The Marauder will also fall. So no actual army loss for Mankeyz. Checking the resource tab. He was quite a bit behind, obviously, pulling these 8-10 workers off of there, but does recover quite quickly, and then will be able to pull ahead even faster. And Hashe is put way behind as he's stuck to this kind of double racked, not even able to get his reactor started, as his command center is just getting thrown down now. So really solid fast expand there from Mankeyz. So that was actually really well played. Great probe surround, cleaned everything up. He got everything, so I'm impressed, honestly. It was really good to see as Mankeyz is setting up outside his base right now. Not really gonna. He is gonna 4-gate. I guess he's gonna 4-gate every time. That should have been what he said in the chat. There must have been a sign as he's gonna set up 4 gateways there. He is on 2 base, which is really easy to support 4-gate. So yeah, it should be actually pretty difficult for Hashe to be able to hold into this as Reaper being produced from Hashe. Most likely going to be used for scouting there, as he doesn't want to burn any mules. Factory just being thrown down now at the 7.5 minute mark for Hashe, so he's quite a bit behind in terms of standard timing. Second gas being set up for Hashe, as well as the 4 gates finishing up. Obviously gateway timing quite a bit behind for Mankeyz as well because of that push, but he isn't in bad shape. There is a robotics base started for Mankeyz as well, so he'll start warping in some stalkers, as well as getting a pylon on his high ground. He is supply blocked right now, so he's waiting for those pylons to finish. There goes some more stalkers. And Hashe is pretty much left to defend. He's got 2 Marauders loaded into this bunker, and 2 Marauders, 5 Marines, and a few more Marines joining up now, and another Marauder. But yeah, I don't think Hashe, he's going to have a really tough time recovering from this, as Hashe is just getting onto factory tech. Just got a second gas up. Checking the income really quick again. Big worker lead, 11 worker lead right now for Mankeyz. So pretty solid. 3rd rack started for Hashe. We'll let him get his production up a little more. Factory not doing anything yet. No starport, nothing yet. Observer coming out. Mankeyz is, I think, wondering what's going on. He's going to want to get that observer to the front there. It looks like the watchtower, the southern watchtower, is being held by Hashe, so he will get a good look when this Protoss ball does cross through the middle here, as it is pushing through to do now. But going to be really difficult for Hashe to repel this, as Mankeyz has a pretty good timing and a pretty solid economy to back this up. So he'll be able to continue to push in here. Strictly gateway units for Hashe, only 2 gates, neither of them producing even right now, as you can see. 3rd gate just finishing. Bunkers, more bunkers being set up, 3 bunkers and a supply depot. Marauders being added to the high ground, so Hashe is really going to look to take advantage of this this kind of entrenched position here on Lost Temple. But it looks like it will, as the observer does reach, you do want to make sure you scout everything out first. So Mankeyz observer will reach the base of Hashe, see the 3 bunkers there. Not really going to be able to push into that, want to pull away there. Don't need to lose that observer. So Mankeyz is going to take this opportunity to get a second robo down. He has his robotics bay started as well, so he will be able to actually produce quite a few either Immortals or Colossus. I'm guessing he's going to go on to Colossus, as there really isn't much else. SCV being scouted out as it crosses center ground there. Hashe strictly producing off the 3 gates, 3 racks, sorry. Starport going down. Will it add on? Let's see what the starport adds on really quickly. I could see that Mankeyz is clearing out his gold expansion there. Reactor starting on the factory, and Medevac starting on Hashe's starport, so not really going to add on to anything just yet. More pylons being added right now from Mankeyz, making sure he has a pretty good funnel there of pylons. And the third Nexus, second expansion started right now. Observers placed very well by Mankeyz. He will see everything that leaves the base of Hashe. Hashe has this 3 o'clock expansion just getting started there, so the observer isn't really poking around too much there. So he is not going to spot that until it's well underway. So we'll see if what Hashe can do is trying to sneak that 3 o'clock expansion in there, as Mankeyz is still macroing up in the middle of his base there. I'm going to continue to hold kind of middle ground, not really pushing out. A couple Colossus coming out right now, 2 more coming out. Thermal Lance is almost complete as well. Double Chrono Boost being really effective here. As you can see, there you go, 2 more Chrono Boosts on the robotics facility. Really want to get those Colossus out. Once he does, it'll be much more difficult to contend with. Cloak being started right now for Ghosts. Let's see, yep, that is Ghost Academy cloaking. So Didn't look like the Banshee one. So there are some ghosts coming out right now for Hashe. He will be able to use those to EMP. I guess he was expecting Immortals, but there's one ghost on the field right now. Will be very useful against this army, no matter what. Siege Tech and Marine Shields being started right now. So you can see how far Hashe is behind. It's 13 minutes, 13 seconds into the game. And he's just getting his Siege Tech and Marine Shield started now. So one Viking coming out, but here comes the push right now for Mankeyz. The command center on the east is flying away. It will land on the island there, so Hashe will have a good advantage for that, but Mankeyz is looking to put it away here as 3 Marauders on the high ground are cleared up. These don't want to push into the bunkers. He is going to, doesn't really matter. He's just going to push 1A into the bunkers there. There isn't really a lot that Hashe can do here. He's still just getting Vikings out. Siege mode is not done. Here comes a Viking to join. But there are 4 Colossus just pretty much digging out everything. There's only Stalker's Colossus left. Colossus not really focusing anything specifically, just 1Aing in there, as it's a good game from Hashe. So Hashe will take the 2nd seed here. Mankeyz wins the 1st seed of the Gosu Gamers Invitational. So we'll make sure Mankeyz gets his interview in, as we were talking about there. And thanks everybody for tuning in. That was a pretty crazy run. Mankeyz coming out on top, an relatively unknown player, but thanks everybody for tuning in. This was the Gosu Gamers Holiday North American Qualifier Special, and we'll see you guys a bit later for the remaining qualifiers.